Hi guys, and welcome back to our tutorial series. In this tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to create the window destruction, and I'm going to upload the model onto the site as well. I was going to charge for it, but I don't see the point. You guys can go download it and just follow along. I recommend you do download it before you start watching the tutorial actually. Let me just quickly sort something out. Alright, let's start. Right, the model comes in a folder called breaking window, and the one you want to drag out is called window break. It comes out really small like so. Just extend it so it's higher than the player, but the window isn't too high. I think that's about right. Okay, now you notice it's got two separate windows, one that's not broken, one that's all into parts like this. Now the first thing you want to do is you want to highlight every single object of the broken one, and that's in group 1, mesh 2 to 12. Hold select on mesh 2 and then click on 12. That should highlight all of them. Then go to component, physics, rigid body, then components, physics, box collider. Now when these hit the ground, they will fall through, most of them, because the collider is a bit too skinny. So on the Z axis for the size, extend it to 0.19. That should be alright, and that's okay so far. Now select any of the pieces you want. I'm just going to select always the middle one, then go to components, audio source. Now the audio source will come with a folder. It's called window break. Attach that there, and when you start the game you should hear the breaking sound like so, and then you see the windows fall to the ground. Brilliant, beautiful. Alright, this needs to now become a prefab. Now when it becomes a prefab, it becomes a pain in the ass because you resize it again. So let's do that next. Inside the folder that you got when you download it, right click on it and create a new prefab. Now let's call this window broken parts. Before I do something, let me just check something. That's why. Click on window break and set scale factor to 1 and apply. Undo that. I made it way too big. Just leave it to 0.1 where it was. Yeah. Okay, back to the original size. Let me see if I can just set that single object group 1. Nah, you can't. Alright, doesn't matter. Okay, so when you've done that, drag meshes group 1. Just select group 1, nothing else, and drag it into window broken parts. Now you'll see it won't attach group 1. You don't need it, that's why. It'll just take mesh 2 to 12, and that's what we need. Now the problem is, delete group 1, you don't need it anymore, and if you drag Windows part broken parts, you'll see what happens. They're so tiny, you have to rescale them again. So we can do that, that's not a problem. Windows broken parts, and there they are. The only thing you can see is the bloody audio sign. Windows become so small, you have to stretch it. And I think that's about the right size. To make sure, just take your window and place it next to the original window, which is this one, and see if it fits in. If it doesn't, that means you have to rescale it again. Oh, it's a perfect fit actually. Well, not really. I can extend it just a bit more. Like that. And bring this out like that. And then pull it forward. Brilliant. That's the right size. So that's the window sorted out. Save this and update that prefab. Don't delete it yet. Update this one, window broken parts, so the next time you drag it out, it won't be as small like that. Okay, And for this one, you want to tag this window. If I can find my one window, where is it? Window. Interesting. Alright, let's add a new one. Go to add tag, and window's there. I couldn't see it. Interesting. Yeah, add a window tag if you haven't got it. Oh, it's down here. Window. Save your scene. And the first thing you want to do is you want to create the Windows health system. So go to your FPS script folder, right click on it, and create a new JavaScript. Call this Window Health System. Double click and open MonoDevelop. And let's start adding the variables we need. First one's going to be for window max health. It's going to be a type integer. It's going to be equals to 20, not 100. No window is 100 health. Otherwise you'll be shooting it forever to break it. Next one's going to be var window current, short for current health. I don't write the full one, it's longer and confusing to remember otherwise. Int, it's going to be equals to nothing, actually, leave it the way it is. For window window current, nope, pos, short for position, the current position. It's going to be a type game object. This is for the instantiation. I don't want to call it dead again and again. I'm gonna call this window next one dead replace, like that, and we're gonna call this game object. Alright, save your scene. Now once we've done that, we need to create 3 textures for broken text 1, and this is going to be a type texture. Now I'll explain what that is for a minute. Well, I might explain it, why not now. Alright, copy this one more time and paste it underneath this twice. This is basically for the window texture. When you shoot it, when the health is 20, we're going to bring the cracks up, and when it's 0, it's going to change to the broken texture. May sound confusing, but when you see it in action, you understand it. And in here we're going to say window current health. It's going to be equals to window max health. Okay, just make the Windows health to the max health. Now we don't need function update, because we're going to be using the function remake, and we're going to call this window apply damage. Okay, that'll be alright. And inside this, we're gonna have if statements, checking conditions. First one's gonna be if open bracket, close bracket, open curly brace, close curly brace. We're gonna say if the window current health is less than 0, then return back 0. So we can't go lower than 0. If open bracket, close bracket, open curly brace, close curly brace, and this time we're gonna instantiate something. We're gonna say Windows current is less than or equals to 0, then instantiate. But before this, above this, just type window, oh come on, current minus equals damage. And I forgot to do that again. Alright, inside these 2 brackets, write damage. Oops. It's going to be a type integer, so int. This will become clear very soon. If you've seen the shooting tutorial, how to make a gun shoot, you'll notice what I'm doing. People who haven't, you'll see later on. Well, I do recommend before watching this story, you go watch the shooting tutorial, because you need to use that for this. And otherwise you're going to end up getting yourself stuck. Right, now that we've done this, we're going to say instantiate open bracket, and we're going to say instantiate the new dead window, the replacement. So window replacement, and we want to replace this from what object, and that's the window current position dot transform dot position, comma, you can just copy that line again, paste it, and change the last one to rotation, and then destroy the window. Destroy open bracket close bracket, semicolon, game object. Alright, and as for the textures, if we want them to change when we shoot them, we have to do the following. We're going to say check for two conditions, 1, 2. We're going to say if our current health is equals to 20, no, change health to 30, sorry. No, sorry, leave it 20, yeah. If we shoot it and we're at 20, then we want to change the texture to something. So renderer dot material dot it's texture is render material dot texture, yeah. No, it's not. Hold on. Which one is it? I don't remember. I keep forgetting this one. Hold on. Sorry, yeah. The main texture. That's what we want to change. That's right. Main texture equals texture broken texture number 2. And then you want to do the same thing for the first one, but say if the health is equals to this, which is 10, then render dot main texture equals 3. In fact, you don't need number 1, so delete that and save. So that's going to change the texture when we shoot the window. I missed a semicolon somewhere. Again, I keep doing this. Save. I'm just going to show you what the texture look like quickly. There they are. Window crack 1 is this one. I just quickly made that in Photoshop. Window crack 3 is this disgusting looking one. The window's completely broken. And save. Now let's go into our reshoot script and let's add it. So let's add something so we can actually take damage from the window. Now for the first one, let's do it for the attack system. So it's right at the bottom. Let's say if open bracket close bracket open curly brace close curly brace, if hit attack. Alright, what's wrong with this blade more developed today? It's playing out really badly. No, it doesn't matter. Hit attack dot collider dot game object dot compare tag open bracket, close bracket, speech marks. You notice that I didn't use dot tag. You want to use dot compare tag if you want to see, if you want to take damage off colliders. And we'll look for window. Save this, and then we're gonna say hit. What do you mean no matches? I swear this is strange. Attack dot collider dot send message. I don't know what this one is. I'm sure it's send message upwards. Yes, it is. Open bracket, close bracket, semicolon. Alright, so we want to send a message to a Windows health system, and we're going to send a message to this function over here, window apply damage. I'm just going to paste that in there, and then comma, and then damage. Now I've got damage made already from our ray shoot tutorial, which is minus is 10 health. Now the way this is going to work is basically we told it to send a message to this function and then minus damage. Now damage is also here, so it knows what it's doing, and damage over in other script ray shoot is set to minus 10, so it's going to minus 10 every time of the current health when it sends a message to this system. Oh, what happened? Ah, there's a missing bracket. No, the monitor was playing up. Oh, it's an extra one. Alright, sorry. Back down to where we were. Alright, comma. Yes, back to where it was. Send message options dot do not require receiver. That's it. Now, I quickly have to tell you guys something. If you remember, we made range over here. Call this range attack, okay? And quickly go to the top and let's just make range attack quickly. Just copy that, put that there, and attack like that. And save it. That's that one done. Copy this whole if statement and go into the ray shoot part. Yeah, and paste it underneath the part where we instantiated enable the hit particles. That's over here. If you guys are wondering this, I'm not sure if I teach you guys how to make blood effects coming out of bad guys. If I did, then it's under that. If you haven't seen that, then you should paste yours underneath this one. Okay, so it should be underneath hit.collider, send message upwards, apply damage, then send message options, and do not require receiver underneath that one. If you have followed this one, then paste underneath this one. Window, but change this to hit, not hit attack. So hit. Save. Now that's it actually. Back into Unity, let the errors just go away. Add a collider to this, go to components, physics, box collider, and let's see if the magic works. What? Okay, I've screwed something up. It reloads when the thing just starts. We don't want that to happen. That's because I deleted the closing curly brace for the ray shoot. What, really? That one closes that, that one closes that. That one closes this. What's this one closing? Oh shit, I know why. Let me comment out things that you guys don't need to see yet, because you're gonna get confused otherwise. That one was... I don't want to show you this stuff, otherwise it's gonna look like something else. So we should have that. We should have one that closes that, so delete that. Yes, okay. Just ignore that part, please. I don't know if it's minusing health or not, so. And as always, I forget to attach scripts, so please excuse me for that. I'll quickly attach the scripts to this. Windows health system. Windows current is, oh, come on, mesh 12. The replacement body is the one we just made Windows part. Broken detection, which one is number 2 is crack 1, and Windows crack 3 is broken texture 3. Save this and let's see what happens. There you go. You shoot it. You see how the window texture changed? It has cracked. That's it. You shoot it, it breaks. There's actually one problem to this. If you notice that when the window breaks, it doesn't break in the center. It breaks somewhere off. We're going to sort that out quickly. So go to create empty. And you want to position this in the center of this object. Something like this, okay? And call this window holder. Oh shit, where'd it go? Window holder is there. And then drag that into window break. Yeah, put it into model. And then drag where'd it go? Window. There's so many here. Why? That's why I'm getting confused. Alright, so there it is, and then drag mesh 13 into that, and then click on mesh 13, and then rather than having mesh 13 over here, drag window holder. Save it. Where did it break from this time? Still the same. Alright, we need to position it properly. Just remove mesh for a second and place it into mesh 1 for now. I'm just going to position this somewhere down here. Like so. Mesh 13 in there. This part is the most annoyingest part for me. I really hate doing this. It's in the same place again. Unbelievable. Let's do that again. There we go, that's fine. Drag window holder into window break, then mesh 13 into window holder. Now it should be alright. Let me go to the other side and destroy this window. Alright, basically you just have to keep adjusting that one there until the window drops down from the center. It's really a pain in the backside, I can tell you that from now. Took me some time to set it up properly as well. I think I set mine in the corner, I think it was. Let me test that again. Where did it drop from this time? Yeah, I know what I did. Yeah, I remember now. I remember. Okay. Window holder is supposed to be in the center at the bottom. Right about here. Now drag back mesh 13 into that. And it should be fine. Seriously? Okay, let's drag it close to the edge around here. And let's try now. Brilliant, all done. Just to make sure. Alright, it breaks in the right place, but it's too low. So you want to drag this one a bit up now. So mesh window holder should be around here. And then drag back mesh 13 into window holder. Okay, a bit more up. This is wasting so much time just doing this. Just around here. Brilliant. So just to clarify something, make sure window holder drags into window break, then it should place at the bottom. Then take mesh 13 out of model and drag it into window holder. Perfect, sorted. And then for mesh 13, make sure window current position is set to window holder. Let me look for the front angle, see what it looks like. Okay, now let me just stretch it down a bit, it's too high. Still too high. Still too high. There we go. Perfect size. Now for the attack one, let's see what happens. 1, 2. Now you notice how far we could break it from. Look, if I go all the way back down here, there it goes, it breaks. We don't want that, okay? So what we do is we click on the player's FPS script, the ray shoot script, and we want the range to be a certain amount before we can actually start hitting it. So go to range, where does it go, where is it, range attack, and set it to, I think 0.5 should be good. We can actually test this quickly. Just hit the key. Yep, 0.5 is perfect. I'm just going to duplicate these windows just to make sure it doesn't screw nothing around. So one over here, one over there, one over here. And let's test it out and see what happens. So 1, 2. Let me break it from the other side this time. 1, oh, missed. too far. 1, 2. It's great. It works fine. Alright, there's one thing I forgot to do actually. On each of the window breaks for the model with inside window break, you must add a mesh collider, otherwise you'll walk through it. So select model 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, now go to components, physics, and add a mesh collider. Now you can't walk through this wall. Alright, I think that's done. 1, 2. I think the walls are a bit too high still. Yeah, that's the right size, but the windows are shrinked. Just select all 4 of the window breaks. And then shrink them down a bit. Just around here, that's perfect. And the attack range is a bit too small. Let's actually change that to 1. And I think that should be alright. Oh hell no. .7 sounds alright. Seven's way too long as well. 0.56. Alright, brilliant. There you go guys, that's how you create window destruction, and that's how you add it onto the melee system. Now the way I showed you is obviously so simple that if you want to add something else to the melee system, it won't be that hard. All you have to do is copy this, paste it underneath it, and change the object name over here and chain this where it says window apply damage and call something else. That's how you make the damage that's how you make the attack system work properly, and that's how you create the window breaking system. If you guys do want me to make a tutorial on how to make a destructible house, like, you know, breaking the walls and whatnot, just let me know, leave it in the comment section below, and I'll see if you guys want that. If you do, I'll make it. Other than that, as always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and I will see you soon. I'm just about to make the pause menu. Oh, I'll see you then.